day one in Zagreb. I'm back, so just live here now. Let's go. So I've been here before, like 7 years ago, 7-8 years ago, a long time ago. So I'm kind of familiar along this area. はい、クロアチア1日目ですけども、早速、はい、なんか広場に来ました。観光客は結構多いです。アジア人の人は中国系の人が多くて、日本人と韓国系の人はあんまり少ないようです。7時50分ですね。8時ですね。ここはレストランと食事のエリアみたいで。おはようございます。8月24日2017年。自転車を借りて今クロアチア走ってます。2017年の8月27日なんですけど、今ちょうどクラブに来ています。この場所の名前は何だか分かんないんだけど、とりあえず今一緒にみんなで飲んでて。Yes, it's day one in Zagreb, Croatia. Just live here. If you know how to get a taxi or trams here, you should get that one. But luckily my check-in time is 3 o'clock, so I didn't need to in a hurry. So I just walk. So I will stay here 3 days. It's a Saturday today in August 2025. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and a Tuesday morning, I will back to Tokyo. It's very nice weather in August, and then it's not hot, and then it's very good weather, and I can see there very good view from here. I'm going there, and also, so this is the square. So at the end of the August, Saturday, 21 degrees. Tokyo 35. Insane. So I really like this weather. Oh, actually that's not museum. It's a theater. So that's the main square. This street looks like Oxford Street or Regent Street in London, or George Street in Sydney. Something like that. Order some veggie, meat. Good evening. It's day one in Zagreb, Croatia. Saturday night it's 8:20 p.m. So I'm going to joining the pub close today. Cost around cost 29 euro, which all included entrance charge and then drinks as well. But as you can see, the weather is shit. Nobody walking the streets like that. So we'll see what's going on here tonight, Saturday night. So end of August. It's kind of cold. Maybe temperature around maybe 18-19 degrees, I guess. So we need a jacket or jumper. It's like autumn already in Croatia. Anyway, so let's go. We catched up the hostel at 8:30, and then now it's 10 p.m. We walk about 20 minutes, and then we came here. So this Irish pub. So if you're gonna buy one drink, and you can get free shot. So it's 11 o'clock now. I'm joining the pub club. We're heading to another pub or bar after this, and then we are ending up at the nightclub that organizer told me. So it's very good atmosphere, people so friendly, and then 25 euro to join a party. Like if you're a solo traveler, I recommend you to join this party. It's very nice, you can make a friend so easily. Nice Irish pub. I like it. So far, 2 beers and 1 Guinness and 2 shots. Hey, from?
I'm from Germany, Nürnberg.
What do you do in Croatia?
In Croatia, we're traveling.
Where are we going?
There.
It's nice weather today. Did you drink?
Not enough.
That's a good answer. Not enough.
Like 2 beers and some vodka, but
That's enough.
that's not enough. Like I'm sober as fuck. Germany. Yeah, Germany and Nürnberg.
Nürnberg, where is it?
Like it's in Bavaria near Munich.
Is it north or south?
Southeast.
So what do you do?
Like we're studying, we're still students in high school.
How old are you guys?
18. We're both 18.
It's illegal to drink alcohol, right?
Yeah. No, it's legal. It's legal. In Germany, we can drink from 16.
Okay.
If our parents allow, we can drink from 14.
Okay. So why this time you guys came to Croatia?
Like we're doing Interrail, and this is our like kind of last stop. But like we traveled all over Eastern Europe, and like Croatia was in our way, so we just came here with the bus. We're traveling together, so.
Australia!
The Netherlands.
First time in Croatia?
It is!
No. I've been here before in Sabinek. It's close to Zadar.
How's Croatia? Do you like it?
It's cool! I love it!
I really like it. I like the parties here.
Hey, where you from?
I'm from Sweden.
So why you came to Croatia?
The beers are cheap and the pubs are good. I've been here for just 1 day. Just came here right now.
What's the difference between Sweden and Croatia?
Oh, the difference between Sweden and Croatia is like a fifth of the cost. You want to get a beer in Sweden, it's going to cost you like your monthly payment. That is why I came down here, because I want to drink way too much than my paycheck is allowing.
So how do you feel about pub close tonight?
The popcorn is fucking good. Shout out to Ivana, great fucking host.
So tell me about pub close.
I've been working this job for 5-6 months. And
5-6 months.
It's fantastic. I love talking to people. I love drinking. I get paid money to talk to you.
So Tom, it's almost midnight now, so we came here this pub called Rakhia Bars, and we're heading to the next bar. So it's almost like 1:30 in the morning now, I'm good. Fuck, no Asian guys here. That's what. 2 o'clock in the morning now. It seems like it's so busy. People don't go so well. Good morning. It's 4:15 a.m. in the morning now. But nobody here. I hope There will be okay in the morning. I walk back to home now. In the morning. So only place is open at that pizza shop. That's it. Morning. It's day 2, Sunday in Croatia Zagreb. Had a very good pub club last night, and then we went to there a few bars and the nightclub, and I made a lot of friends there. And most of the people from overseas, from Sweden, Germany, Mexico, Brazil. So today I'm going to walk around the city like yesterday. So it's a beautiful mountain. Can you see that? Oh, day 2, Zagreb. Let's go. 5 p.m. So 24 degrees. It's 26 today actually. So I'm at here, Zagreb Cathedral. Ta-da. So Google Maps said this place is the shopping mall. So it's a shopping mall. Toilet here. I think this is the bar I came here last night. Nighttime and daytime is so different. The price range around 10 to 20, 30. That way is a cathedral going up that hill. So I bought this one. Souvenir shop. So I'm at the St. Mark's Square. It seems like under construction. So it's Sunday today, so it seems like very quiet. Of course, a lot of tourists at the main, the center, like tourist spot. Except the other place is so quiet and peaceful. Not much people around there, and then most of the shops is closed. So it's just 6 o'clock now. Yeah, so that was it. This cable car, I think out of order, it's closed today. And then walk around at most of the main spots. And I'm back to their center now. Okay, so I'm just back to their center now. So here, I think it's 1 hour is enough to walk around up to the hill that way, and I go along. This is main street, and then over there is behind of this building is a very big park. If you just walk a little bit away from the center, the foot traffic really die down, and you don't see any tourists anymore. It feels like a completely local area. I bought some slice of pizza and the sandwiches for tomorrow and here. So still 6:30 now, so in 30 minutes maybe I'll have a dinner. So it was 15 years. Salt flavor was really strong, and honestly, I wasn't that hungry, so I couldn't finish it all. It was a good experience. So my day 2 just finished. It's 7:30. No, I think 8 o'clock around. Still bright in August, end of August, 31st of August. I'm going to sleep from now, so I'm gonna wake up at the 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to join a kayak tour tomorrow at AM, so I'm gonna go to bed, sleep. Okay, good night. Good morning, it's day 3 in Croatia Zagreb. So today I'm going to join a kayak tour. It's 7:40 a.m. in the morning. So I'm going to the meeting point at the bus stop. The focus is high, 27 degrees. So this is a daily life in Zagreb in the morning. So people are going to the office, work maybe. And it's kind of a rush hour. So I'm going to join this tour today. The tour departure is there. You can see the bus over there. You will recognize easily because there are a lot of tourists around, and then park also beautiful.
Time also, as of the population, there were 200 people in the village.
Okay, so we just arrived at the next by the riverside. So location is here. Zagreb here, and about 2-hour drive. And then we're going to change our clothes. All gears here, toilet. So we just arrived at the port of the river. Beautiful weather. Let's go. We're going to jump from the over there. It's quite high. Yeah! Woo!
In the winter, it's more English variation of the tea. And then this meals comes to the cascades and waterfalls.
So we jumped from there actually, and I'm so wet, and I didn't bring any waterproof bag, so I recommend you to bring a bag like this, or you shouldn't bring your camera. You must join this tour, it's so much fun. About the kayak tour was fantastic, seriously. The cost around €100, and then the people are so friendly, nice, and then we got I think 15-20 people, all same at the group. People from Italy, Germany, and I'm from Japan. So about 2 hour, kayaking. And the water itself is not cold. It's the 1st of September, and the water is so clear, as you can see. I can see the fish everywhere here. And then especially like in waterfall stuff, like we're jumping from the cliff, that was fun. And of course some of people couldn't do it because it's kind of scary, like about 5 meters from the height. So it was like so peaceful time, and if I coming back to Zagreb, I want to join that tour again. Thank you. So I'm at the last stop, right? I'm waiting for the car drive me back to the Zagreb from now. So I have the time. I'm going to walk around this area for a while. So this town itself is not super big town, so it's kind of a cozy small area. So I'm standing here right now and walk up to the hill. So I'm going to that way to closer the bridge and try to find out the castle. I'm on the bridge. So Slinjiter is a small river town in Croatia, famous for its clear turquoise water and beautiful waterfalls. It's very peaceful and surrounded by the nature, making it the perfect hidden spot to visit. So I'm out here. So this is a castle. So this castle is an old part of the town with some castle ruins and really nice views of the river. It's cool spot to walk along and enjoy the scenery. Okay, so we're back to the Zagreb city now. It's 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Still light, it's hot. It's very nice day. I'm so tired. I fall asleep in the car and yeah, it was a good day. Good morning, it's day 3 in Croatia Zagreb. So I'm in a market in the center. So I'm going to walk along this area and going to downstairs. So my flight at 6 o'clock. So I'd like to walk as much as possible. Couple of hours. Let's go. Last day. So here we go. It's a drug market. It's a beating heart of the Zagreb. Since 1930s, locals have come here for fresh fruits, veggies, flowers, and handmade goods. It's colorful, lively, and full of authentic Croatian charm. This is another market inside. Mainly, I've seen so many bread, ham and cheese, tomato, and a veggie, fruits. It seems like it's so healthy. And also I've tried a few Croatian food and taste was amazing. I love it. So a local told me there was a big earthquake a few years ago and repairs are still happening everywhere. But they said nothing ever gets finished. So people are really frustrated with their government. Have you ever felt exhausted trying to see something during the trip? Sometimes doing nothing and just taking it slow, that's the real beauty of traveling. So just behind the Zagreb's main station, in front of the beauty city park, here's the first king. So it's 12 p.m. Let's get inside of the station. So let's check it out. Inside, you will need the coins. I don't know how to use it. The most of places like out of order. So big space could be fit my luggage. €3 lockers, 24 hours. Euro and locked. So this area also ATM machine there and ticket machine here. So there are the few receptions open, 2 open right side and 1 open left side. From tram here, so outside tram, and you can go to the 3 stops from here, and you can go to the bus central station. So actually it's kind of walking distance, but if you have a heavy stop, taxi is better, or tram if you know how to get there. But anyway, so not from here. So you can go to the central bus station where I got off from the Slovenia. It's a beautiful town, but a lot of paint on the wall along everywhere. I don't know what's going on in this area. So there's only 1 ticket counter and it's a bit chaotic, not really line in order. I recommend you buy your ticket online, but if you're going to in person, give yourself extra time. In about a 30 minutes walk from the city center, look at the green signs like this that show the airport costs about 8 euro and ticket around 30 minutes. So this is the inside. So we will departure from this area. and then ticket. It's like this. So two tickets. So the last one is a ticket, probably. So it's 4:30, 15 minutes late bus came. So not green bus, white one. So you can buy tickets at here as well.